As the first light of dawn breaks over the desert, the Giza Plateau awakens. Tents rustle in the warm morning breeze. Fires crackle. Thousands of workers stretch their arms, prepare their tools, and gather for another day of labor. But this is no ordinary project. Each sunrise brings them closer to fulfilling a divine mission. A tomb for a god king, a monument meant to last for eternity. Deep inside the limestone quarries, the work begins with the strike of a copper chisel. Sparks fly, dust swirls. Workers work in perfect rhythm, carving giant blocks from the earth. No estilo, no shortcuts, only strength, coordination, and belief. Each block is shaped, measured, and inspected with incredible precision, because even one mistake could ruin the structure or cost a life. Now the blocks must move, across the desert, uphill toward the growing pyramid. Teams of workers grip thick ropes, pulling in unison. Sand grinds beneath their feet, sweat pours from their brows. A simple trick makes the impossible possible. Water poured over the sand to reduce friction. A discovery so clever it took modern science 3 millennia to confirm. This is not brute force alone. It's engineering brilliance. The massive construction ramps stretch across the plateau like ancient highways. Wooden scaffolds rise against the pyramid's face, and workers climb in endless lines, lifting, pushing, and guiding the stones upward. Overseers walk the ramps, shouting commands. Architects study papyrus blueprints. Every sound, hammering, chanting, footsteps, echoes across the desert. This is the heartbeat of a civilization at its peak. At midday, the workers return to their village. They eat bread, onions, dates, and drink thick, nutritious beer. Children run through the dusty streets. Women prepare meals, weave linen, carry water. This was not a society of slaves, but of paid laborers, craftsmen, specialists, and farmers working during the Nile flood season. The pyramid is built not by chains, but by community, culture, and faith. In the medical tents, healers treat cuts, broken bones, and crushed fingers. Honey disinfects wounds. Natron purifies infections. Herbal pastes soothe pain. As the pyramid grows taller, the work becomes more dangerous. Wind roars across the heights. Stones creak and shift. Workers climb steep ramps and ladders, carrying tools and ropes. Each block must be aligned with perfect accuracy, not a finger width off. One mistake, and the entire structure fails. But they persist, driven by duty, driven by destiny. At last, after decades of labor, the moment arrives. The placing of the pyramid ion, the gleaming capstone. Priests raise incense. Architects give final readings. Workers pull the ropes with everything they have. The stone rises, slowly, carefully, until it locks into place with a rumbling thud. A sound that echoes across the desert and into eternity. Then comes the day everyone waits for. The pharaoh himself arrives. Golden dust rises as his chariot approaches. Guards form a wall of shields. Priests chant blessings. The workers bow and hold their breath. For a moment, the desert is silent. The living God gazes upon his monument rising from the sands, a symbol of divine order and eternal legacy. The Great Pyramid stands complete, a perfect geometric masterpiece. Its polished limestone casing shining like a mirror under the Egyptian sun. It is taller than any structure on Earth, more precise than any monument built by hand again. A beacon of power, faith, unity, and human skill. As the workers stand at its base, they see not just stone, but the legacy of their lives. A monument that will outlive nations, empires, and time itself.